Anthony there as a rookie. I know he's quarterback, but is that significant to you?
I think it's big. It just shows what the team has thought about him. I mean, there's no favoritism. These guys, it was their votes, and they voted him to be one of the top 7 captains. And I'm excited for him to get that honor. I think that's a big honor as a rookie. To get that, it just kind of really speaks volumes of what the team thinks about him.
Well, the only person more important than the one who casts the vote is the one who counts the votes. And we've had issues from time to time over the years where there are votes that turn out a certain way, and we wonder, did they really all cast those votes? But hey, for Anthony Richardson, he steps right in. He's the guy. And it's clear he's the guy. He's got that great voice. He's got that great presence. He's got that great athleticism. I would vote him for captain if I was a member of the Colts. I was just being facetious about Shane Steichen counting the votes in a way to make Richardson a captain. But, Peter, this guy's got high-end potential. But I'm curious about, and this is something we haven't discussed, it's been the biggest story or one of the biggest stories in the NFL. You're going to send him out there against the Jaguars in 9 days, and he's not going to have Jonathan Taylor. And wouldn't it be a lot easier for Anthony Richardson to develop if defenses had to worry about one of the best running backs in the NFL gashing them for 6-7 yards a pop?
You know, who makes captain is a nice little story that in the vernacular would be, if I was a beat writer, maybe the lead to my notebook if I wrote 3 stories covering the Indianapolis Colts for a day. It's a shrug of the shoulders. I don't really care who's the captain of the team. I care who's on the team. And right now, Jonathan Taylor is not on this team. And what to me is very, very odd about this is that Jonathan Taylor had a minor ankle procedure to clean up some irritation in his ankle after the season. He's been fine through the offseason. When he came back in the summer, he said, I'm fine. I'm not injured. And now all of a sudden he lands on, the PUP list going into the season. And look, you can use whatever list you want. Joe Gibbs and Bobby Beathard made it famous when they ran the Washington franchise that year after year, hey, how can that guy be on injured reserve or whatever it was called at the time? And so, so you can do whatever you want with those lists. But the fact is, Jonathan Taylor apparently is healthy enough to play football right now. He's not playing football right now. You get the impression that the Colts want him to take a month away to basically cool off, let all the sides simmer down, and then he will come back and play the last, let's say, 13 weeks of the season. Now, Mike, I would just want to say one thing about this whole situation. We all heard, Tuesday, 4 p.m. deadline for making a decision on Jonathan Taylor. Doesn't get traded? Okay, he's staying with the Colts. Why does he have to stay with the Indianapolis Colts? Why can't on October 10th he get traded to the Miami Dolphins for whatever it is, say a 2 and a 4? I don't even know what it would be. But he still can get traded. And I believe that he still would be a candidate to get traded if he's going to be a sourpuss and refuse to come in, let bygones be bygones, and play the rest of the year at whatever the number is. So I don't think this story is over. I don't think it's over by a long shot. So let's see what happens when he actually does come back.
Yeah, remember the initial word from Jim Irsay, the owner of the team, was, we are not trading him, not now, not in October, and that changed. The deadline was for the purposes of putting him on the reserve PUP list. As of Tuesday, they had to do that, and now he's gone for 4 games, even if he is traded. Once he's back, you're right, he could be traded all the way up until Halloween. And if they don't trade him then, he'll be traded after the season from under the franchise tag, unless the Colts give him a long-term deal. And, Peter, that's my one big takeaway on this. And this goes to Irsay, because he's been the one constant for the last 30 years plus. They had Marshall Faulk, first-round pick, great running back. They never gave him a second contract. They traded him. They had Edgerrin James, first-round pick. The year they traded Faulk, let him finish his rookie contract, tagged him once, walked away. Never gave him a second contract. Why are they going to give Jonathan Taylor a second contract? Irsay wants to go 4 years, tag, see you later. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.